Hey guys, how we doing? I wanted to start off the day, claiming day, Dapps day, airdrops. It's been a minute since I've been online on video. Been extremely busy in business, so my apologies. But hey, let's go. Let's claim. I did a couple of things. Obviously, if you've been paying attention, you may or may not know that the S-Flare Jewel Sparkdex pull has navigated from V3.0 to 3.1. And I'll show you that here in a second. But let's get into claiming. Let me open up my wallet so we can claim some stuff. So I'm going over first to emissions on the portal.flare.network. I'm going to the emissions tab because this is all about rFLR. And I want to go through and start claiming my stuff. So first of all, I've got some flare drop distribution to claim anyway from the available funds that are in there. So I'm going to go ahead and claim those first, my 345 airdrops from emissions and rFLR. So let me go ahead and claim those first. All right, so we've got those claimed. All right, so let's go in and start claiming our rFLR emissions. Let's start with Sparkdex, 2,046 of those. So let's go ahead and claim the Sparkdex rFLR emissions. Coming in my wallet now. All right, so we've got 2,000 from Sparkdex rFLR emissions. Yay. What else do we have? We have Blazeswap. Blazeswap has 616. Let's go ahead and claim those. So that's 2,616 or so, roughly, so far. All right. So we got 2,600. Let's go to Kinetic. There's another 493. So let's go ahead and claim those. So that's almost 500. So we'll just call it, say, 2,100. 2,100 rFLR emissions every month for the current level of activity that is occurring in Sparkdex, in Blazeswap, and in Kinetic. I'm not in the Enosys pools yet. Not sure I will get in those because most of those are S-Flare, Flare. So I don't know. I'll play around in Enosys with those anymore. I've already got enough in Enosys. But anyway, I got about 2,100 or so of rFLR emissions every month. Not bad. I'll take it. It's free money. I'll take it, right? All right, so we did our flare, and I do, you know what, guys, listen, I've been doing a lot of stuff right inside the portal. Like I claim my airdrops, I claim my, I claim my delegation rewards. I'm now starting to do all of that inside of portal.flare.network. It's just, I don't know, it seems to be a little bit more efficient for me to do it in here as opposed to going and hitting all the steps inside of my wallet. So I've been using this. I have a feeling that everything, a lot more are going to run through portal.flare.network. And so I think it's a good idea to get used to using it and be familiar with it, how to claim and stuff like that. But so we've claimed all of our emission rewards. You can see I have nothing in Enosys. We've claimed our flare drop distribution for the ones that were ready for this month. And so now I'm sitting at about 2,900 free and clear flare. About 2,000, 2,100 or so a month is about what I'm on pace to get for the rFLR emissions. So pretty cool stuff. All right, let's go to Sparkdex. So Sparkdex, for those of you who do not know, Sparkdex has navigated to 3.1, V3.1. If you look up here, you can see V3 versus V3 3.1. Okay, so if you have any deposits that are still sitting in V 3.0, like for example, sFLR Joule. So I was looking for the post to share with you guys. Let's see, and I'll probably leave a link to it, but let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see if you guys can see this. All right, Steer Protocol put out a tweet talking about V 3.1. We're thrilled to continue our partnership with Sparkdex as they launch their 3.1 V. So if you are playing in one of these pools, like the sFLR Joule pool, you're going to have to do 2 steps to get out. First of all, you want to unstake. Okay. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to unstake. Okay. And once you unstake, then you're going to have to go back to the pool, the sFLR Joule pool on 3.0. Okay. Now I already did it, so it's not there, but you're going to have to, once you unstake, first you unstake your LP tokens in V 3.0. Okay. So go here, unstake. Okay. And then once you unstake, then you're going to have to withdraw. So first unstake your LP tokens, then you'll withdraw them from V 3.0, and then you're going to go into version 3.1. And when you go into version 3.1, you're going to have to add the liquidity. So you're going to go, when you go to add the liquidity, you got to go to the pool. You got to go back over here. And remember, we've been using automatic. Let's see here. Hold on. Just moving kind of slow here. Okay, here we go. So we've been using automatic. So you have the 2 tokens here that show up, automatic. It shows you the APR. Okay. And you can choose, your strategy, but automatic. And then you'll go in and you'll do, your half. And then I hit add liquidity and stake. And that's going to bring up this window here where it adds liquidity. Then it'll approve the LP token. Then you'll stake it in the farm. Okay. But most importantly, there's a 2-step process in order to get out of V 3.0. The first one is you want to unstake. So hit unstake first, then you'll withdraw. And then once you do that, then you'll go to version 3.1, and then you'll stake. Obviously, you're going to, once you have it withdrawn from 3.0, then you go to the pool, and then you hit V 3.1, and then you hit automatic. And then you select how much you're going to do, and then hit add liquidity and stake. So that's how you navigate or migrate from V 3.0 to V 3.1 on Sparkdex with your sFLR and Joule liquidity pairs. So once you get in there and you get it all done successfully, once you go to farm, make sure you click on 0.1 up here, and then click on your deposits, and you'll see everything you have deposited. You see I've already navigated my sFLR and Joule over. I navigated my wFLR USDC, and then I actually threw a USDC CUSDX. I threw some in there, some liquidity in there just to earn some of the flare emissions since they have that one. So that's how you navigate and get out of there. So right now, as we stand, I don't think there's really much that I'm going to claim in this right now. I don't think I'm going to really do any claiming in Sparkdex right now. There's not really a lot to claim. When I navigated my sFLR Joule, it made me claim all of my unclaimed Joule rewards. So I no longer have those unclaimed inside of here. So just FYI. Okay. All right, cool. So that's Sparkdex. Let's go over to Blazeswap. We'll get into the rewards tab. For the rewards tab, you already saw that I claimed my rFLR from Blazeswap. So you already saw that. So here's the rewards. 170 SWF to claim from the 2 pools. I'm going to go ahead and claim all of them. Let me go ahead and confirm this in my wallet as well. Last time, there we go. All right, so that should be done here shortly. So there goes our claiming for Blazeswap. So this is the rewards that we get for airdrops. You can see it says WFLR airdrop 83.09 available in airdrops. Okay, so we got our rewards, we got our airdrops, and I think we are now done with Blazeswap. Okay. Over on Kinetic, you can see on Kinetic, we've got some rewards over here. So we've got our Joule rewards for protocol rewards. There's 31 in there. We've got some key. There's 100 keys. So let's go ahead and claim the key. You guys know me. I don't often claim the Joule tokens. I really would like to use those Joule tokens that I'm earning to participate and play in another pool somewhere for free, essentially. That's why I don't often claim those rewards, if you're wondering why I don't do that. I have enough. I'm comfortable with my bag of Joule tokens that are already staked and earning on Kinetic. So now with all of the extra Joule tokens, I'm really just kind of just letting them build up. And that way, if I see a pool or something that's paying some really juicy rewards and I want to play around in that, I can claim them, use that free money to then go play around and earn some more rewards. So that's part of my strategy as to why I don't always claim the Joule. The key, I'm going to definitely claim those because those are just stake Joule. So here we go. We've got 504 claimable key tokens worth $23. So let's go ahead and claim the key tokens. Let's get those working for us. And those are from the key staking rewards. So because you are holding Joule, staking Joule, holding key, we're earning these rewards for that. Borrower rebates, because you're holding key, we're earning some rewards for that. 0.87 key, about 4 cents worth. I don't think I'm going to really mess around with that. And then I got 3 cents worth over here. So I'm going to just go ahead and leave those as is. I'm going to go ahead and leave the accrued Joule. Let that continue to stack up. And I think we're done for Kinetic. So let's go over to Enosys. Enosys, as you know, as it relates to Songbird and SFIN, you know I'm kind of stacking that, but let's go look at, let's get the Songbird first. Let's go look at our farms. Okay, here we go. So you guys know I am stacking some SFIN right now. So I'm at 0.729 SFIN. So I'm just letting that stack up. So let's flip over to the Flare network on Enosys. My pools, I've got some APSIS, 0.01 APSIS. So when I go ahead and claim this, 1, 2, 3, 4 different confirmations will come up. So I'll go ahead and do that. I won't necessarily do that. I'll go ahead and do it now real quick. There's nothing quick about it, but I'll go ahead and do it because otherwise I might forget to do it until later on. So let me just go ahead and do it now. Bear with me 1 second. This is the second one. MS Flare. So we'll see. I'll give it some thought, but I'm probably going to swap that out. So that's all my Airsys. Go over to the DEX. And let's bring up the DEX. Flare network. We're connected in there. You can see I could take my Airsys, swap it out. Oops. Airsys. Oh, I'm not connected. Sorry, guys. All right. So there's Airsys. So that would give me about another 1,174 Flare tokens. 1,029 S-Flare tokens. That's pretty much what I would do. So I'm probably going to swap those to S-Flare, use that S-Flare maybe in another pool with some other tokens. But again, typically the Airsys token, I usually swap that out for something Flare, ETH, Joule. In this case, I think, again, I'm comfortable with where I'm gaining Joule. So I'll probably go ahead and swap this to S-Flare and use those S-Flare in another protocol to earn some additional interest. All right, guys. So Enosys, real quick, Enosys. So remember, when you want to know what rFLR or what different emission protocols are out there, if you go to flaremetrics.io/DeFi or go to DeFi/supercharged products, it shows you by APR, by protocol, and the pair, which are paying the best interest and where they're at, right? You also can find in here, if you go to emissions, the emission schedule, it will also tell you by date, like start date. So we're already in October, right? So October 4th, it tells you these pools that kicked off and where they're at. Now, this one doesn't have Enosys on it. So I'm sure they're going to be updating it because this does not have the Enosys pools on there. Go to top liquidity pools. You can see they're showing up here. So this page here probably still needs to get updated, but you can see the Enosys pairs are here. So you got rFLR, APS, and you can see what it's paying, right? So let's go back to Enosys. Let's go back to, we need to be in V3. So that is part of the challenge. I won't be able to show you that because I don't have that link at my immediate disposal. But anyway, if you go here, you can see that there's the top 25 liquidity pools, shows you the fees, the APRs, etc., 25%, 22%. So for example, that Airsys I just got, if I wanted to, I could throw some rFLR with it and earn some of this 25% APR fee. And also, earn some of the new rewards they have on V3. So there's a V3 for Enosys, and there's also a V3 for Sparkdex. So just make sure that if you have liquidity over on V3.0, you're navigating that or migrating that over to V3. Here goes the V3 LPs that are being incentivized. You got rFLR USDC, rFLR USDT, rFLR S-Flare, USDT, USDC.E, and then USDCE.E and USDX 0.05%. So you can see they've got, here's the pools they've got that are being rewarded with rFLR. And here goes the V3 DEX right here. So let's pull that up real quick. And let's get connected. Let's connect. Wallet connect. All right, so let's see if we can, let's get to some farms, see if the farms show up the new liquidity. I don't see the new farms on this one, so let's see here. Oh, here, let's try this. Anyway, what I was going to show you, I wanted to mention this right here. So V3 version of Enosys Dex V3, you get the normal native incentives, but the delegation and flare drops are worked into it now, which is something that Enosys has pretty much always had, but V3 makes it possible to reward multiple and different types of incentives for liquidity positions. So Enosys already had the ability to do airdrops and delegation rewards already. So that's really nothing new for Enosys. They were already doing that. Okay, guys. So anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you today. And, I am using the Flare portal more often, and I'm pretty happy with the rewards that are being aggregated. This is you're talking about 2,000 Flare every month accruing essentially over time. That's not a bad reward. I'll take that. I'll take that for the next 12 months. I'll take 2,100 or so of those free Flare and continue to claim airdrops on those and so on and so forth. So, all right, guys, I think that's all I have. I appreciate you guys as always. Sorry for the long break, but I'm back and looking forward to spinning out a few more videos this weekend as well. Thanks, guys. Take care.